As children get into middle school and ready to enter high school, it's normal for them to want more independence and space to figure things out for themselves. You can respect that while continuing to encourage conversation, letting them know that you are there, that you are listening, and that you care. It's not unusual for children to complain about having to do homework or do a particular activity at school. You can let them know you understand. All of us have things we don't feel like doing from time to time. Sometimes helping them think of something fun they can do once they finish their work can be motivating. If your messages about getting schoolwork done stay consistent, your child is more likely to understand and accept his responsibilities.
All right. Hey, you guys did a great job on your homework. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, I know. It's like sometimes I don't want to do it, but I have to do it anyways.
Because then you get to play Yahtzee afterwards.
Yeah.
If you notice a lot of resistance or changes in your child's attitude or behavior that concerns you, don't hesitate to talk with his teacher or to the school's guidance counselor. Together you may be able to identify and address issues that your child is struggling with. One step toward raising healthy children, building relationships, and keeping lines of communication open is to spend time together using the family meeting format. Family includes everyone who shares daily living in the home. Most families are so busy that they must plan ahead for family meetings. Perhaps a family meeting can be held once each week after dinner when everyone is home. Find a time when everyone is available for about 30 to 45 minutes. Family meetings provide an opportunity for everyone to be together, support and guidance that builds relationships and strengthens family bonds, a time to discuss issues that are important, a time to develop agreements around responsibilities and respect, a time to teach skills that children need to be successful, a time to recognize everyone for their contribution. Now, let's focus on parent-teacher communications. Teachers and parents have valuable information to share with one another that helps both do a better job. As a parent, you want to encourage a good working relationship and a sense of working together with your child's teacher.
I really appreciate, Esmeralda, how you always check Ashley's homework and how you write little notes or you mark things wrong and you don't just correct them and pretend she got it right the first time. That helps me to know if she doesn't understand something or that she's working hard on her multiplication facts.
Making an effort to introduce yourself to your child's teacher and letting them know that you appreciate the work they do is a great way to start.
Mistakes, and I, as a teacher, like to use the homework as a teaching tool. It helps me to see where they're at, what they know. I know that some teachers, even in fourth grade, do grade their homework, and it is important to get everything right. So that's where a good relationship between the teacher and the parent comes into play, because you know what I expect of homework.
Here are some strategies for building good communication with your child's teacher. Attend open house. Most schools hold these meetings for parents early in the school year, so parents can meet their child's teachers and introduce themselves. Teachers will often use these meetings to talk with parents about what they plan to teach, expectations regarding homework, and any special tools to be used, like study folders or assignment books. Teachers will also talk about the process for sending communications between school and home and the preferred way to be in contact with each other, by phone, email, and in person. Be sure to read and respond to the communications your child brings home from school. Ask your child's teacher about the grading system. You'll then be able to help your child understand the value of grades as benchmarks of his or her learning. It's important to mention that grades are not judgments of good and bad, but measures that help identify your child's progress and understanding. Attend parent-teacher conferences. Their purpose is to give you and the teacher an opportunity to talk one-on-one about your child's progress in school. It's a good time to share any observations you've made at home.
What are your hopes and dreams for Gage in terms of the school year? What kinds of things would you like to see him focus on this year?
Well, I know I really would like him to be a lifelong learner. I would really love for him to be able to love learning and always want to learn new things. And
what are does he have any particular subjects that you know that he really loves, or any things that he really gravitates towards?
Well, he loves reading and anything to do with animals and anything to do with animals, reading, learning about any of that.
And science and stuff
Science
too,
and
probably,
stuff,
to do
yeah.
with the animals.
Yeah.
See the resource section for questions to ask at the parent-teacher conference. If English is not your first language, ask for an interpreter to help with communication.
For some parents, they can't speak English. We have a good person here. He helped us a lot. And if she's not here, we have. I think all the people here, they are available to help us, include the principal.
Between scheduled conferences, be sure to ask for a meeting with your child's teacher if special circumstances arise that might affect his learning. For example, you see your child's grades drop suddenly. He is struggling with schoolwork, or he is upset about something that happened at school. Offer to help on special class projects if you are able. Communication between parents and teachers is a shared responsibility where both feel valued and respected. It models for students how people can work together successfully toward common goals. Whether you are aiming to be a better communicator with your child or your child's teachers, here are some key points you can keep in mind. First, stay alert when someone is talking to you. Learn to concentrate your full attention on what the other person is saying. Don't be distracted by chores, TV, or by what you were thinking about beforehand. Second, talk less and listen more. One way to improve listening is to refrain from planning your response while the other is still talking. Third, interact. Show you were tuned in by smiling, nodding in acknowledgement, having good eye contact, and so on. It's better to respond by reflecting back what you understand the other person has said than by asking too many questions.